Oh shit! All right, we just went live. Yo, what's up, boys? We are live here. We're gonna do ourselves a little mock draft. Nico is just getting himself some jelly beans. I mean, he's on a jelly bean kick. We all know what that's like because Easter. He's back here. Um, let's just run through it real quick. See roughly what we think is gonna happen in this draft in about what do you got? 3 weeks coming up. Draft's coming up soon. So, Panthers at 1. They're probably staying at 1, of course. Where do you think they're going here? I'm thinking it's Stroud.
So I've heard a lot of reports saying that they want to go and pick up Bryce Young. I think that's more of like a smoke screen or some sort. I think this team is fully confident in CJ Stroud. I think they're big fans of CJ Stroud. I think there's no way that they don't go Stroud. But, matter of the fact, I think it's gonna be CJ Stroud. I think the Bryce Young thing is just a smoke screen. So I'm gonna go CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not that I don't trust Bryce Young. I just don't trust that size. It's very rare you see a quarterback that small
succeed.
Yeah. But speaking of Bryce Young, he's probably going 2 if he's not going 1.
Yeah, Houston's fallen in love with him. There's no way that he doesn't go number 2. Bryce Young to the Texans seems legit.
This one, I really feel like the Cardinals are going to wind up trading out of this pick. I think somebody's going to trade up here.
Like Indy?
Maybe. I think they're going to trade up to jump Indy.
Really?
What team that would be? I'm not sure. Let's see.
The Raiders?
The Raiders could, yeah.
Titans?
I've heard the Titans were looking at Levis today. Let's see, where the Titans at?
Titans are at 11.
Yeah, for the sake of this one, let's have the Titans trade up and ignore the trade because this is going to be different than what actually happens.
Right.
But we'll go. Why is it not? Why is it not letting me trade at all? Can I force it? Oh, there we go. I can just force it. Something like that will happen. I don't know what the exact trade's going to be. But I think they're taking Levis here.
Or what about Anthony Richardson?
I do like Richardson, but I think that the Colts are more interested in Levis, and I think somebody's going to jump them to take Levis.
Okay.
Because they just know that Levis is going to the Colts. So I think it'll be Levis there. And then I think the Colts will still go quarterback and they'll still go Richardson. Whether you think these guys are going to be good or not, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of these. We know what CJ Stroud's going to be. We know what Bryce Young could be. We know what AR has the potential to be. Will Levis has been the big question because he goes to a school where, like, I believe he goes to Kentucky. He goes to Kentucky, does not have a lot of weapons, has to work with what he got. And, I just, Will Levis going to the Titans, I don't know if that's a realistic pick. I know some Titans fans wouldn't mind him, but they wouldn't mind him at 11, more where I think they would mind him at 3. But I think, I don't know. Will Levis, it's one of
somebody's
those
going to have to fall in love with him. And I'm not necessarily saying it's the Titans going to do it. I think, but I think I just did that because they're having a meeting with him today. But I really think somebody's going to jump the Colts to take Will Levis.
Right.
I'm not in love with Will Levis. I'm not really in love with any of these guys. I think CJ Stroud's going to be a very good quarterback. I don't think he's like top 5 quarterback in the league potential, but I don't see any one of these quarterbacks being superstar quarterback. But
no, absolutely.
I've been wrong before.
We never know, though. We never know.
But Richardson's really raw.
Really raw, but has a really high upside.
Yeah. So here at 5, you got Will Anderson, you got Jalen Carter here on the board. They both fell. I almost feel like Carter's a better fit for Denver.
But do you think Seattle wants to deal with that? Here's the thing, is that whoever takes Jalen Carter is going to have to deal with all the legal issues. That's exactly what's going to happen. Is they're going to have to deal with all the legal issues and all that, and we don't even know if Jalen Carter is going to play. I have no idea. I don't keep up with the Jalen Carter stuff because, Washington does not have a top pick in this draft. So I really don't care. But
I would not be surprised if the Eagles were to trade up to this pick. to take Carter because Carter's exactly what the Eagles need.
But do you think he's gonna? He could fall.
He could fall. And do we want to go with Will Anderson here just because maybe not here?
I don't know. It's a Seattle. What Seattle needs is just interior D line. They need D line. I could not name you a D lineman that plays for Seattle. I know there's one or two good ones, but I know that this team needs they need D linemen. So I mean, you could say that Jalen Carter goes here. You could.
Okay. Well, we'll go with Carter here then. 6.
Lions. I think they could honestly go DB here. I see Devon Witherspoon or I see Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think I like Witherspoon a little bit better. I think he's probably got a better chance of going higher, but I could definitely see them going DB here. But I could also see some. I don't think Anderson's making it past this pick, whether it's somebody trading up to take him or not. I think Anderson to me is probably the best talent in this draft. I think.
Right. Kind of like the situation with Kayvon Thibodeau last year, where Kayvon Thibodeau was looked as the best talented edge rusher, and also the best talented player in the draft, which then he went and fell to 5. It's all about positionary needs. I see just Devon Witherspoon going here just for what they need. Because I think it's a little early to take a wide receiver.
And it really looked like they're trying to shop Okudah right now too. Who they just drafted a couple years ago. So
they've been talking about moving him a lot recently. Raiders. This is where I would have had Will Levis going or Anthony Richardson. Oh my bad, Chris. I am eating jelly beans right now. Sorry, guys. But I could see them going offensive line. If they're really in love with Jimmy Garoppolo and want to start Jimmy Garoppolo, why not build an offensive line that can somewhat keep them safe? Because I know that Raiders O-line minus, I believe it's their right tackle. No, their left tackle, Colton Miller. I know that offensive line is not that good. So why don't you get a guy like Peter Skoronski who can basically play anywhere on the offensive line? I know we have Will Anderson falling. I think now would be the time to just send him to Atlanta.
He goes to Atlanta here.
In my mock draft, I would have Will Anderson probably going 3 to Cardinals if I was doing like a no trade mock draft and I had no one getting traded.
If there's a no trade mock draft, he's definitely going 3 to Arizona. And that may also be a thing where if he does fall to 7 or 8, Arizona trades up and gets him again. If it's it all depends who's going to trade up, because I could definitely see the Raiders falling in love with Will Levis and trading up to 3. And then you still got Arizona at 7. That may be where Will Anderson goes. There's a lot that could happen. Now, Chicago. They need.
Chicago has been in contact with Tyree Wilson. I've been seeing that a lot.
I don't see any way that Tyree Wilson falls in the Eagles' laps.
The thing is that there's not a lot of offensive.
Paris Johnson, like they could use another tackle.
I don't know, because I know that the only lineman they took last year is actually turning out to be pretty good with them. So I don't know if I'd take a tackle for Chicago right now. They probably should just make the safe pick. I could see them going either Tyree Wilson or who else you got on that board?
Christian Gonzalez up here still.
No, I wouldn't say Christian Gonzalez. I mean, Kalaji Kancey, maybe.
Yeah.
They did lose. They've been without a good interior force for a while since losing Akeem Hicks and Goldman and all that. So, I mean, I don't know. I think Tyree Wilson's a Chicago Bear. I think he'd be a Chicago Bear in my mock draft. So, I'd say he goes to Chicago.
Let's do that here.
So, you have a lot of people asking about Will Levis at 3. Why would Titans trade up that much to go and grab a guy like Will Levis?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why people are falling in love with this guy at all. I saw him at Penn State. He was awful. He couldn't even throw the football. But it seems like out of everything, I see people falling in love with Will Levis a little bit more than I've seen Anthony Richardson hype. So that's why, and I've seen the Colts linked to Will Levis a lot. That's why I can see somebody jumping them to take Will Levis. Because if it was just the Colts who fell in love with Will Levis, teams aren't gonna trade over them to take Anthony Richardson because they know at pick 3 nobody's taking, like, the Cardinals aren't taking a quarterback.
Right.
So,
but could the Cardinals afford to miss out on a defensive guy like Will Anderson with their defense being as atrocious? Absolutely not.
well, it depends on where the Cardinals trade back to. Right? If they trade back to 11, they're going to have some issues. But if it's 7 they trade back to, or if they trade back to 11 and trade back up, it all depends on the package too. You're going to get a much bigger package from 11 to 3 than 7 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all hypothetical at this point.
So where are we at now? We're at Philly. I'll let you honestly let you take the floor. Gabe says Will Levis really came up with Kentucky. He was not great at Penn State. I don't know is a team take Levis over Richardson though. Only reason how I would only see somebody taking Levis, and I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with Cahtah here, but only reason I could see someone taking Will Levis over Anthony Richardson is I guess people would know what they're going to get out of Levis, and sometimes people wouldn't know what they're going to get out of Richardson. That's my only thing. I haven't looked at the quarterbacks in this draft, and I really it's not my biggest concern because my team does not need a quarterback. So, well, I mean they do, but they don't have a chance to select a quarterback this draft at where they're at. But yeah, proceed.
I don't get the hype either. I don't get why I'm seeing all this hype over Will Levis. But I just feel like he is a guy that would get overdrafted. He seems like that guy. There's a guy every year that gets overdrafted, and he just seems like that guy is going to get overdrafted this year.
It has happened.
Whether he's better than Anthony Richardson or not, who knows? But I just feel like he might. And speaking of overdrafted here, the Eagles are kind of left in a bad spot because they really don't need a corner anymore. And the rest of everybody on the board is kind of eh. I really think that Nolan Smith fits here. He's got the athleticism. You look at his athleticism, it's very comparable to Trayvon Walker last year. And I would love this pick at 10. Yeah, I know what he's ranked in this, but Nolan Smith to the Eagles, that's just nasty. You have him and Hassan Reddick on either side.
Now the Cardinals are here. I think taking anything defensively, I think taking Christian Gonzalez here would probably be a good pick for them.
Yeah, I agree. Christian Gonzalez is right pick here probably. Maybe they go Kancey because they do need that D-line. But
yeah, but I think they might actually
be a better player.
If they want to pair Gonzalez up with Stingley, that's cool. But I don't know. I don't know what kind of free agency moves they've made. I'm just gonna give them Christian Gonzalez just to give him Christian Gonzalez. So
I do know that Jonathan Gannon does prefer the defensive lineman, but we'll go corner because I think Gonzalez is just that much. I'm not a big Kancey guy. I think he's a little undersized. So I think Gonzalez there makes sense. Here at 12, what did we get for that? We took Bryce Young, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, what do they go with? A tackle? Do they go with
Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba, or Quentin Johnston? They just traded away Brandon Cooks.
My thoughts on the wide receivers already in this draft. They're going to go at some point. I don't think any of them are. I think Smith and Jigba is probably the best player, but I just don't think they're anything great.
Now, I don't think that the Jets will have this pick if the Rodgers trade goes through.
I don't know. I don't think it's this pick that they would give up in the Rodgers trade. I think it's a different pick. I think it's probably either next year's pick. This Rodgers trade's taking forever though, so I don't know. Maybe they just do it to have it.
I mean, you can give him tackle. I know that they've kind of had a bit of an issue at right tackle because I know that Mekhi Becton has not been, Mekhi Becton has been going in and out, and he's fine. But right tackle wise, I don't know who their tackle is. Their right tackle. I know that their interior offensive line is really good. So I say give him either Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson.
Yeah, give him Paris Johnson.
Yeah. 14. Do they go receiver?
Now this one's interesting because if Mac Jones gets traded, and they believe in Bailey Zappi so much, they might build around him. I don't think they need a wide receiver. They're not going to go for one. They probably wouldn't go for one at this.
You know who's just a Bill Belichick guy. He's just a real
No,
gritty
Lucas Van
player.
Ness. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Lucas Van Ness is absolutely a Patriot.
Yeah, Green Bay. I could see them going with the tight end here. Honestly, they just lost Robert Tonyan. Why not have him go with the tight end here?
You think Kincaid or Meyer?
I'm thinking, Kincaid.
All right, we'll give him Kincaid.
The Commanders. Who's up on the board?
Got Johnston, Cansey, Banks, Branch, Porter.
I'm just gonna go with the safer pick here. I'm gonna go with Banks as a corner. We need a corner. Why not go with Banks? I like Banks a lot out of Maryland.
Banks. I think 16 may be a little bit high for Banks.
It's a Washington Commanders pick. That's the thing.
But
they
they went a little bit high on Dotson last year, but he wound up being a good pick.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go for the safer pick and reach a little bit than trying to go for a home run and strike out.
Yeah.
And 17, I think Joey Porter to the Steelers makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Or Darnell Wright, maybe. They do need some offensive line, but it might be a little bit of a reach. Go Porter.
I'm going Porter, yeah. Lions, here we go again. The Lions, they took Witherspoon with their first pick. They're up again.
I could see. How tall is Quentin Johnston?
Quentin Johnston's pretty tall, I believe. He is. This is just all the. Do they not give his size? Here we go. 6'3". 208.
Yeah, take Johnston.
Yeah. That fits well there.
Tampa. I could either see them going tight end. I could see them trading back.
I almost see them trading back and acquiring more picks so they can trade up for a quarterback next year. The problem is, okay, who would the Vikings trade up for? If we were to do the Vikings trading up, would they get Cansey?
They probably get Cansey because they lost Davlin Tomlinson.
Yeah, I'm thinking Cansey's probably the best player left on the board here. Falling a little bit.
They could use any form of defense, honestly.
And like I said, guys, these trades are just kind of just forcing them to get them through. Trades will be different when they actually happen. But just for things, we'll go Cansey here. 20. Guard, center, defensive lineman. I really like Brian Breezy. What did we give them before?
We gave
They got Jalen Carter already, so I don't think they would take Breezy here.
Probably just give him Osiris Torrance.
Torrance, yeah. I don't know. See, I don't agree with these PFF ratings. Like, a lot of these guys are really low. I think a guard is going a lot higher than people think. 21.
Chargers.
Corner.
Dylan goes, why would Tennessee trade up for Levis? Please make this sense. We haven't been linked to him at all other than the top 30 visits. Levis over AR. You're getting a lot of heat for the AR on Levis.
Like I said, I think all four of these quarterbacks suck. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bunch of hype for Will Levis right now. Whether it's actually going to happen or not, I don't fucking know. But I feel like if somebody's going to trade up to that 3 spot, it's going to be for Will Levis. Because they know that the Colts like Will Levis right now. Whether it happens or not, who fucking knows?
Yeah. Chargers. Wide receiver, linebacker. Incoming Nico putting Stetson Bennett as the first round pick. No.
Oh, we're going to fuck over the Cowboys. Don't worry.
Yeah, Cowboys are going to take
You're taking a punter.
Who's hyped for Will Levis? Where's the hype coming from?
I've seen it all over Twitter.
Chargers, they just signed back Mike Williams. They just signed back. They have Keenan Allen. They said that they weren't going to trade him. Linebacker, they just lost Tranquil. So, I mean, I guess you can take that one from, is it Iowa? It's a reach, but I mean.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a big time reach for any of these linebackers.
I think it's Jack Campbell, right? I think that's what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of. I mean, you can give him a
we got to take
linebacker, or they could
Tyler.
trade back too. Because I mean, regardless, it's a reach.
Who we got back here?
Giants
Who would
trading up
the
from.
Giants trade up for Zay Flowers?
Why not?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Like I said, that's not the real trade. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. We'll give them Zay Flowers. They could go Branch here too, because they just lost Love.
I think that they need more wide. I think they need wide receiver help.
All right, we'll give them wide receiver. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'd say just give them a wide up. Ravens, they went and just got Odell. I think they
Miles
need corner.
Murphy. Miles Murphy seems like a Ravens type pick. I think
Miles
Murphy's
Murphy. Well, they just lost Campbell, so either Brian Brees or Murphy. I could see Brian Brees bringing a Ravens uniform. I don't know.
either of them.
Yeah.
I think that Miles Murphy may go the pick after, because I think they're falling.
Tampa, we're back with Tampa. You want to
Yeah.
give them Branch?
All right, yeah, we'll give him Branch. Why not? This is a Miles Murphy to Jags would be a nasty pick right here.
They could use some edge.
Yeah,
Edge help.
we haven't taken. That's the first pick. I'm so not used to them being that far back. All right, back on the board. Where do they go here? Forbes, maybe. I like Forbes a lot.
Emmanuel Forbes. I don't know if they need corner. They have Asante and JC, so I don't think they're going to go corner. I now think that they should go linebacker, regardless if it's a reach or not.
All right, let's see. What do we got linebacker wise? Who's it? Campbell's, I guess, probably the best.
Just put it under linebacker.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Cowboys. They had a lot of problems with their kicker in the playoffs.
I don't know about all that.
So I just think they need this Gavin guy from UTEP. It just makes a lot of sense for them.
Oh, for sure. Bills, says DB.
Forbes?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, fuck it. At this point, we're mailing it in.
Bengals, they lost Hayden Hurst. Now I could see them going a tight end here. Or I could see them actually going safety or possibly corner. So I feel like they can. I feel like who are the
give Michael Meyer.
Give him Michael Meyer, but who's the safeties and the corners?
Let's see. There's kind of a drop off in this draft. You got Antonio Johnson, who's a clear second round pick. Jordan Battle, who's probably third. Like,
yeah, they can afford to go and grab an offensive player in the first round and then pick up some stuff in the second.
Cam
or
Smith's
go.
Not bad.
I was to say, or go Cam Smith.
You draft Michael Meyer here, that makes that offense deadly.
Yeah, absolutely. Saints. You can give him. I could see Cam Smith going here.
Yeah, let's give it to him.
So we have
not a super reach. That's fine.
Whoever just joined, you need to show your face just for reasons that we have to have fair faces shown.
Yeah, we're not bringing anybody else into this. At 30.
Oh, this is yours, man.
Oh my God! If the Eagles get Bijan Robinson at 30.
Oh, you just took Bijan, and then with the Chiefs. Well, they just lost tackle. They just lost Orlando Brown, and they do need a wide receiver. I'd probably just give them right.
Harrison.
Or Harrison, no matter.
And he can play right tackle. That's probably what they need more than anything.
And that is the end of the first round. And our grade was.
It didn't grade my draft because we use everybody. So give me an A because I was absolutely great. This is 100% what I was gonna do. So tune in to Wii Sport and more. He'll do more mock drafts. I screwed around on this one. We'll have Cinco on 3.
Yeah.
I fucking baited the fuck out of you guys.
Yeah, Will Levis. That one's a pick that not a lot of people are liking.
No. But I won that for you guys. So
Chris goes A.
Yes, that's an A+.
Yeah, man, A+ draft. I think I saw Chris in the back room saying with his name saying that I'm gonna save the mock draft. All right. Well, Cahtah, if you want to end it off for us.
All right, boys. We'll see you again next time. I'm about to head down to Citizens Bank Park. Let's go.